What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it
What's the story, SmackDown fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story are
Lars Sullivan speaks,
Goldberg returns,
and a number one contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship has been chosen.
all that and more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and after every pay-per-view. And we will do, we do like specials every now and then too, so.
Yeah. Hey James, how's it going?
Hello, James.
Today, it's Tuesday, we're recapping SmackDown, and then we're also going to give our predictions for the Super ShowDown pay-per-view, which is on Friday, because we won't have time to do a prediction show between now and then.
Yes.
Because generally we do our prediction shows on Friday, but the pay-per-view is on Friday, so...
In the afternoon.
Yeah, so we kind of have a little bit of a dilemma there.
Yes.
So we're doing it today. So, we're going to start with SmackDown, and then we'll give our predictions.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. I'm excited.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
All right. So, we open the show with good old Kofi Kingston, who comes out and he starts off by talking about his trip to Ghana and how he went back for the first time in 26 years, and they play a video montage thing of him being there and, seeing all the kids and talking to different people, and it was a good old time. And then Dolph Ziggler comes out and it's like, it should have been me.
Yes, he should have been the one going to Ghana. Because he hasn't been there in 26 years.
And, he's like, it should have been me. And then he has a video montage of his own showing his career. And, sorry, I didn't know what we were doing.
I was just refreshing.
Got it.
It was just spinning. I wanted to make sure everything was working.
Got it. Okay, sorry. So video montage of Dolph Ziggler's career. And then, Kofi's like, well, there's something that wasn't put in that. That's a big part. Back in, December of 2017. Roll the footage. And it's a video of Ziggler not relinquishing, because he didn't relinquish it. He just, like, left his U.S. title in the ring and walked out. And left for no reason whatsoever. And he was like, yeah, you and I, we've been in the same spot a lot. But, I didn't walk out like you did. I've never walked out. Yeah, I've been stepped on and spit on and looked at sideways and this, that, and the other thing. And I wasn't given the opportunity to do things. But I never left and gave up. You did. That's the difference between you and me. I will never walk out. You will never get this title over my dead body.
Yeah.
That was a promo. And so then there was a video package of when Dolph beat up Kofi. There's a lot of video packages. There's a video of when Dolph beat up Kofi 2 weeks ago. And then Dolph ended the promo segment with, on Friday, it will be me. And then he walked out. And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn came out. Because they have a match with Kofi and Woods.
Yeah.
Next. There's a great promo by Kofi, but I have a feeling Brock will cash in on him. Yeah.
We've been talking about that too. I think that's who he's going to cash in on.
So, it is, Seth Rollins will be at Super ShowDown. It was like, he said, I will be there, no matter what, and I will defend, and I will be on the lookout for Brock Lesnar. But I don't think Brock Lesnar's coming after him, bro. I think it's going to be on Kofi, which is going to be, like, you least expect it, but everybody's expecting it, because Seth was beat to a pulp, and he didn't just, like, you know, lay him out there and take his title, which he could have, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's going to SmackDown, people.
Well, I think that's probably what's going to happen, too. I think he's going to SmackDown. Although, you know, the lines have been kind of drawn where, there's kind of a split, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I've said get rid of the SmackDown roster, get rid of the Raw roster, just have everybody do crossover stuff. So,
well, I mean, it's not like they don't already do that anyways, because the wild card thing is only supposed to be like 5 people, and we get like 26 every time.
Yeah.
Like, so it doesn't even matter anymore. There's no wild card thing. There's no brand split.
Well, pushing Sami. Why are we just pushing everyone towards the world's title? I mean, that's all the focus is on is the world, the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship.
Dolph Ziggler was out of the picture for months.
When he comes back, what is he? There's nothing.
He's pushed for the title.
Well, there's nothing with the Intercontinental title. There's nothing with the U.S. title. Outside of, like Samoa Joe coming out and going, I should win because you didn't pin me. Or I should have the belt because you didn't pin me. There's nothing in the tag team divisions at all. The women's title is basically, you have 3 people that are pushed. Yes, Bayley's a champion,
she's not
but
be for long,
you don't see her out there very much.
No.
What
they did with her this evening.
I think that part of the issue people have with WWE is the fact that they don't promote everybody. They just promote a couple people. And I think they would get more out of it if they would, like, push more people.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, have your lower card, your mid card, and your upper card. And I think you'd get more out of it.
Yeah. You would.
So then we have, blondes, definitely. Because obviously Alexa Bliss is going to get a push. Yeah.
I have plans for that situation. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yes, blondes.
The only reason Becky
Battle
Lynch
of the blondes. What do we have? We got Lacey. We got Charlotte. We got Carmella, who went back to blonde because the burgundy hair wasn't doing her any good. She wasn't getting any TV time then. But now that she's blonde again, poof, magic. Look at that. Yeah, and then Alexa.
The only reason that Becky Lynch is where she's at is because they broke her face on accident. And she got a huge push there. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for that, I don't think she'd be where she's at right now. Honestly, I don't think she'd be where she's at right now if it wasn't for her getting her face broke and
I can agree.
Like the crowd getting behind her.
No, but I always make the argument because the crowd was behind her before. They weren't as behind her as they are now.
Okay, but the crowd gets behind Bayley too, and Bayley doesn't get the push.
No, that's what I'm saying. Before that, like SummerSlam when she turned heel, and beat Charlotte to a pulp. She got like, they were like expecting people to boo her, but she got the biggest crowd reaction of life because it was what people wanted to see. They didn't want to see Charlotte in the top spot anymore. Well, and so I love Mella, but Becky's my queen.
Again, it's the reason she's got the push and she's in the position she's in is because she had her face broke.
I mean, yeah.
Not literally her face, but for those of you that don't, follow wrestling and only get your information from us, she didn't actually have her face broke. It was her nose.
It was her nose. But she had a wicked black eye. Yeah. So, I mean, But, I mean, that's the reason she got the push she got. If it wasn't for that, I don't think... And they tried to kill it. You notice what they did with her after that? They tried to kill all of it. But because of what happened to her, people got behind her and really wanted to see her get a push. Well, yeah. They did. She broke her face. Well, the funny thing is, honestly, you're right. Because they were supposed to have the Survivor Series thing with Ronda Rousey. But then... And she was going to lose to Ronda. But then it got put on hold. And then she went... And she put Charlotte in instead. Because she broke her face and she couldn't wrestle. And so, like, the animosity for Ronda versus Becky was, like, higher. And so I think it helped push that match over into being the main event of WrestleMania. Yeah. I think that's... I mean, of course, they ended up adding Charlotte in the end. Would have been better if it was just a singles match, but, Yeah. So, I mean... It gave it more something. A bigger deal. Well,
I mean, that's the only reason she got her push, though. Yeah. It wasn't because, anything she's done or how she is in ring or how she does on mic or anything like that. The crowd got behind her because she broke her face and continued her shot, her promo.
I want to see Becky versus anyone but Lacey and Charlotte, the two planks. My mom.
I would like to just see other women wrestlers other than just the three of them. I mean, you get an Iconics match or singles match out of them every now and then,
or a promo, where they're being.
But weird. You don't ever. I mean, outside of that, you don't see any matches. But then again, how many matches do you see on any of the shows anymore?
Not many.
I mean, we had, basically three promos or two promos. Kofi opening the show, talking about things, then a match.
That was the first 20 minutes of the show.
And then Shane doing a promo video, and then the moment of Bliss. So we had one match in there in the first probably, half hour, 45 minutes of the show?
Yeah, or so.
I mean,
it was probably an hour.
So Kevin Owens and Sami versus Kofi.
And Woods.
Kofi
and Woods get the win.
Yeah.
It's a good match. I mean, a tag team match, And then good old Ziggler comes out and super kicks both guys.
Yes.
He's not
the thing is, I like this. The way they're doing this, at least he's not, Kofi and Ziggler are not wrestling every week.
They haven't wrestled, period.
That's what I'm saying. So you've got the build-up, to a match.
Yeah.
Rather than, okay, we're going to wrestle 15 times before we actually wrestle at the pay-per-view. So the way they're doing this, I'm cool with the way they're doing all this and the way it's going.
Yeah. It's cool. So then we have a Shane promo. Boy, Shane has blessed our TVs with his face. No, he is talking about how he's going to call out Roman later in the evening, which you think will do. And, shows the video of when he beat Roman up yesterday. Exciting stuff, people. Exciting stuff. Sorry to say, those women's tag titles are a joke. Thank you, Iconics.
I don't know if it's necessarily the Iconics. I think that WWE's making it a joke. I think the Iconics would be fine. The issue is WWE doesn't push anything. I mean, they don't Honestly, they
were kind of a joke of a tag team before the belts went on them. Well, so I understand what he's saying, where it's...
They are a joke as a tag team, but we've talked about this before. If they would get rid of the squealing and screeching and everything else...
They would be fine.
But it's part of their gimmick, so that's, I don't like it because it annoys me, but I think they do a good job at what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So, it's one of those things where it's the gimmick they do and they're doing it good. See, they're doing it good enough that people hate them because they don't like hearing it.
Yeah.
The problem is they don't put them out there enough.
Yeah.
They don't put the women's tag team division out there at all.
Oh, wow, look. Another week without Asuka, without Kairi Sane. Let's see who else.
Well, where's Tamina?
I don't know, but she doesn't have Nia anymore, so...
Well, no, she doesn't, but
Bella's
those 2.0. She doesn't have Nia, but you think they'd put her out there.
No, I think she's been on Main Event with Dana Brooke.
Why?
Because they feel like that's where she...
They're not Naomi? Pushing, again, they're not pushing anybody.
Where's Naomi?
So I don't get it,
Where's Natalya?
There's no pushing of the women's division at all. And it's no wonder, they sit there and go, well, we can't have a women's pay-per-view because, well, yeah, can't have a women's pay-per-view when you don't push anybody and you don't show anybody. It's not going to happen. Injured. Who's injured? Which one?
Yeah, Nia's injured.
Yeah, I knew Nia was
She's
injured.
out with 2 torn ACL something.
She's been on Twitter. She's been shown working out.
Yeah. She's probably going to come back sooner than everybody thinks.
Yeah, probably.
Just because she got on it right away.
Well, a lot of it is if you get on it right away, you can come back a lot quicker than what's expected. So
yeah. I don't know, man. So we have that promo, exciting. Shane, great. Then we have Moment of Bliss with Bayley. Bayley comes out and Alexa interrupts her right away and is like, "Oh, Tamina's injured." I didn't know that.
I didn't know she was injured either.
I didn't either. She was on TV like last week or the week before in that stupid cookout thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was injured.
Seems like they're all injured.
Maybe they're all faking it.
Maybe that's why the women's division is not wrestling, because everybody's hurt.
So Bayley comes out and, Alexa invites her out and is like, "Bayley!" And then Alexa interrupts her right away and is like, "This coffee, somebody here from SmackDown made it. Get me my regular coffee." Somebody else brings more coffee out. It's, made from, like, Raw or whatever. And she's like, "This is so much better. Now go get me my cup. My other cup. Put it in my other cup." And she's, like, sitting there waiting, and Bayley is like, "So, did you want to, like, ask me something? Or are we going to just sit here and wait for your coffee to come back? Or what?" And she was like, "Well, this is my show. I can't believe you're being so rude. We're supposed to run it on my time, but we're going to run it on Bayley time." And I was like, dude, just ask the questions. So, Alexa talks about how Bayley had one good day. She won Money in the Bank. She cashed in, and she won the belt. But when I was on SmackDown, and she's like, when I was on SmackDown Live, I had no bad days. I was a great champion. I was Miss Money in the Bank. And I was good all the time. You're still running off of one good day. And Bayley was like, "Excuse me? It wasn't just one good day. It's been leading up to this one good day that I had. Okay? I worked for years to get to where I was, where I had that one good day. And everything changed. And I'm now the champion. Can't you see?" And then Carmella comes out, talks about how, you want to talk about championships or being Miss Money in the Bank. Well, I'm your girl, because I've been both multiple times. And I think that somebody from SmackDown should actually be, talking about that title. You're from Raw, so go away. And then Charlotte comes out. Good old shoehorn Charlotte. Everybody loves her. She comes out and she's like, "Shane, my good friend Shane, he told me that tonight there will be a #1 contenders match for Bayley's opponent at Stomping Grounds. That match is going to be between Alexa, Carmella, and myself. Woohoo! We're excited about that, aren't we? That match is going to take place later in the evening."
Again, you're using the same person over and over again. You know what's funny is Alexa Bliss goes from, like, last night I thought she was kind of a face on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight I thought kind of got the impression she was more of a heel.
Yeah.
So she does a good job of flipping between both.
Well, she's been both multiple times.
Well, she has, but I mean, just to do it like
that.
Yeah.
It's like it's cool.
So
you know, we'll talk about that match in a little bit. So then we have an R-Truth and Carmella promo backstage where Truth is like, Mella, come over here. I've been trying to contact Shane for like forever, and I gotta. I'm just waiting for him to call me back, DM me, text me, whatever. And then Carmella's.
Did we talk about?
Oh, super
James.
sorry. I really hope Bayley beats Alexa at Stomping Grounds. I like New Bayley. I'd love that too. Unfortunately.
Bayley's not gonna be champion very long.
Unfortunately.
I have a feeling that.
I have other ideas for where they could go with that. I'll talk about those in just a second. Cool. So, Mella, her phone rings, and she's like, it's Shane. And Truth was like, that's why I haven't been getting a call back from Shane, because I called him on your phone. And she was like, you idiot. And then she answers it, and is like, hello? Oh, Shane, hi, how's it going? Yeah, Truth, he's right here. And she answers the phone to Truth, and he's like, oh, Shane, yeah. Well, I'm super sorry for interrupting your, celebration last week. I'm really, really sorry. You're doing what? You're putting me in what? I can't do that. I gotta go. I got a match. I gotta get out of here. And then he leaves. And so then we get Elias versus R-Truth in a 24/7 LumberJack match. Elias is crowned the new 24/7 champion for a total of 2 minutes. After the match, the LumberJack match, you have guys outside the ring. And everybody gets in the ring and attacks Elias. But Elias gets out of the ring and is then, crawling around on the floor. And R-Truth is on the other side of the ring, crawling around on the floor. And they meet in the middle. And it's like the stare down. And then Truth is like, get over here, get over here. And of course the ref is still standing there. And they get under the ring. And then the bell rings. And then we come back out and they're like, what is happening? What's happening? And Truth is like, ha ha, 24/7 champion once again, suckers. So Truth is now a 4-time 24/7 champion. R-Truth.
Truth is awesome. 24/7 title is the best thing right now. I agree. The way they're using it, at first I wasn't for it. As long as they keep doing it this way, keep it off of someone that's serious, I think it works.
I love it being on Truth. I think Truth is always going to be the guy that it goes back to. It can be on somebody else for a short amount of time.
Well, because if
put it back on Truth because he does such a good job with it.
The thing is, if they're looking for comedy,
he's the guy.
He's awesome at it.
He's the guy, 100%. And so I think they always need to bring this title back to Truth. Because it just needs to be his thing. By the end of it, he's going to be like, I'm a 50-time 24/7 champion. It's going to be some ridiculous number. But it's hilarious.
Yeah. It's good. I like what they're doing with it. And, back when they brought it out, I was like, this is stupid. I hate it.
Everybody was like, this is stupid.
But I've
what even is this?
I've kind of started to like it.
Ugly belt.
And a lot of it has to do
with
Truth, the way Truth has done it and what he's done with it. The little deal with the phone thing. I mean, it's funny. It's adding some comedy to it, and it's makes it interesting and like you said, James, right now I think probably the 24/7 title, as strange as this is, and as strange as I'm going to say this, it's
the best
probably the best thing going in WWE right now.
It's really funny that the video from 2 days ago, the one with Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, hang on. I'll take that back. I think the Firefly Funhouse with Bray Wyatt is a pretty good deal going on right now too.
Yeah, with Carmella, they make really good.
They do.
They have
awesome.
really good chemistry.
I mean, the way they work well together.
When they team them up for a mixed match challenge, that was one of the smartest things that they have ever done.
Yeah.
And then they just ran with it from there.
Yeah.
It was such a good idea to put them together.
Definitely.
And since then, it's only gone up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good, and hopefully they keep them together. And
it's keeping Carmella relevant. I mean, I'll give her that.
She has more TV time than a lot of other people. A
lot
of other women.
Because she's working with Truth.
Yeah.
And they have really good segments.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know, man. It's one of the best things WWE has going for them right now. So, R-Truth wins back the 24/7 championship. And now he's a 4-time 24/7 champ. Still waiting for Drake Maverick.
Yes. Here's what's going to happen. Carmella's going to get the belt somehow. And then Drake Maverick will pin her, and then Truth will pin Drake Maverick.
I'd be okay with that.
So, just a prediction.
If I'm just being honest, I'd be okay with that.
Yes.
The way, Drake Maverick does such a good job. He's, like, committing to this 100%. Like, 100%. He's got the videos on Twitter. He's walking around places carrying the flyers. He's making signs now. He's getting the people involved at, like, he's, like, showed up at NXT events.
Yeah.
He's committed, bro.
Yeah.
And then when he does, like, the stupid dives, where he misses Truth completely, but he does the dives and he's just like, splat. It just makes me laugh so much because I'm like, you were this close.
Yep.
You were this close. It makes me laugh, bro. So, then we have an Aleister Black promo. And he was talking about, wanting somebody to come at him, bro. Come fight me. When somebody thinks they can fight me, come at me. Because I'll take you on. And you'll fade to black and stuff. And so, this room, the last several weeks that we have seen, good question. Okay, where's Liv?
MIA.
Because she keeps putting up these posts about posters, wanted, Liv. And bro, where you at? I was excited for you to come to SmackDown, dude. And then you don't show up? Come on, man. Where is
Again, how much of that is the fact that just the way they're running the show right now?
It's stupid.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Aleister Black. Every time that we've seen these promos, the room started off being completely pitch black. Ever since then, it's gradually gotten lighter. And now, the background, there's only a little bit of, black darkness. And there's, a lot of light. And I'm like, they're leading up to something big with this, I think. I don't know.
Is it going to be Bray Wyatt and Aleister Black starting off when they...
Possibly. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Come to the light.
All you gotta do is let me in, my fireflies. It's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna firefly your face. See, I got fireflies. We're cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
It'd be cool.
It would be smart.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I feel like it'd be a big deal for Aleister Black. It'd get his name out there a lot. Not that he needs his name out there any more than it already is, because he's big. But it would get his name out there even more, and to say he had the first feud
with
Bray Wyatt when he came back with this whole new Mr. Rogers character and creepy mask dude. I'm a clown. Yeah, I'd give him props for it.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool.
I think it'd be good.
It'd be good for both of them.
I think so. Especially the way they've been cutting promos and things like that. I think it'd be pretty good.
I think it would too. Kind of miss her. Yeah, I know. It's sad. Live.
Yep.
Not on TV.
Nope.
It's the same thing for Buddy Murphy, man. Buddy Murphy had a dark match with Aleister Black the other day, or at a live event or something. For the first time, it was the first time that I'd ever seen recently that Aleister Black had wrestled.
Well, some of these...
And Buddy Murphy put up a tweet and he was like, "I'll fight you."
His
promo from last week.
The funny thing is that some of these 205 Live and NXT wrestlers are probably going, when they get the call up, they're going, "Oh no, this isn't going to be good."
Be like,
when they should be going, "Yes, I get the call up. I'm going to the main show."
Can I turn this down so I can stay in NXT?
Yeah.
Like, would that be a bad thing? Am I allowed to ask that?
Yeah, I mean,
it would be
definitely.
so good.
I think it'd be good. I hope that's kind of the angle they're headed at. And that'll kind of be the first feud when Wyatt gets back.
I think it'll be soon.
Yeah.
I hope they don't put him in the Battle Royal on Friday.
I hope not.
That would be such an...
How you doing, Elijah?
Yo, what up? That would be so underwhelming for, like, an in-ring return with all these videos they've done. And then they just put him in the stupid Battle Royal.
I don't think he can be in the Battle Royal.
He can't, though. But if they did, it'd be dumb.
I think the Battle Royal is going to be for, like, the gimmicky guys that
it would be dumb.
Chasing the 24/7 title.
Well, there's got to be 50 of them. I've heard that there are going to be some NXT guys in there. Possibly Matt Riddle.
I think you'd almost have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've heard that Matt Riddle might possibly be in there. He might have... There's been, like... He's been on Twitter a lot talking about Brock Lesnar and how... Kind of, like, dropping hints that he would be at Super ShowDown.
Yeah.
Then, you know, you get that... Maybe get that Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle face-to-face. That could be kind of fun.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then we have Shane with the Revival basically calling out Roman.
This segment was not needed. Go away, Shane. This is the same segment we saw yesterday.
Yeah,
same thing. Roman comes out after Shane calls him out, and Superman punches both Dash and Dawson, and then he comes after Shane, but then Drew cuts him off and hits him with a Claymore kick.
And
then Shane spears Roman again.
Well, how many weeks in a row does Roman have to take a beating?
He is 100% not walking out of Super ShowDown. He is going to beat Shane to a pulp.
Yeah, I think so.
And carry his carcass out of there.
Yes.
There is no way he's not walking out the winner. He was beat down 2 days in a row by Shane with his own finishing move.
I think that he's going to destroy Shane is what I think is going to happen.
He's going to destroy him. He has to. And if he doesn't...
But I thought The Miz would beat Shane also at some point in time, and it never happened, so who knows?
But you can't do that to Roman. You can't have Shane beat him.
I didn't think you could do The Miz and have a wrestler lose to Shane McMahon.
But you
like
can't do that to Roman, and if they do... Oh, it'd just be so terrible, man. So terrible. So yeah, that happened. It was unneeded. It was legit the beginning of Raw yesterday, and we didn't need it in the middle of SmackDown.
No.
So then we have Charlotte versus Alexa versus Carmella for the number one contender spot for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Match is going good. There's a lot of back and forth. I can tell you this was a much better Charlotte Flair match than yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
She got to, you know, she was like, I got to be on TV tonight because I got to redeem myself and make sure that I still know how to wrestle.
Yes, Shane needs to stay away.
Yeah, please. Like, public service announcement, people.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon, take him away.
Yeah.
It's really funny because I've seen a lot of tweets like this. They're like, okay, so we're supposed to be the authority, and I'm saying take Shane off my TV, but yet he's not going away.
No.
And so I'm kind of a little bit confused here. I thought we were the authority. We were never the authority, people. We were never, ever.
No.
So, yeah, Charlotte had to redeem herself today, and that's why she was in this match. There was a split second where I was like, they're 100% going to give it to Charlotte, and we're going to see Charlotte versus Bayley at Stomping Grounds.
Yeah.
Woohoo. And then they didn't. Mandy and Sonya come out in the middle of the match, and they're just kind of standing there, and this kind of leads back to Carmella from last week or 2 weeks ago, where they had a match, and, stuff went down. And then Mandy ends up grabbing Carmella's leg, which then led Alexa to get the win. Alexa got the win after Carmella was distracted, and she,
Alexa and Charlotte put on a good show. Yeah, definitely. The one thing about it, I think that sometimes people get tired of Charlotte. But
Do you see why?
Well, I understand why, but I think that if you're going to get some of these other wrestlers over, I think you have to have them beat Charlotte to get them over.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're Lacey, and then you have a terrible match.
Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah, it was terrible.
That Lacey versus Charlotte match was a mess. Thank you, Becky, for saving us. I rewatched it this morning, okay? Last night it was terrible. This morning it was even worse, okay? We watched the I don't even know what it was. there was a clip on Twitter last night after we went off the air. And I was like, dude, this is a non-existent leg sweep. Like, what even was that? That wasn't a leg sweep. That's not what that was.
Yeah,
and
the leg
sweep was terrible.
Bad.
When she jumped over the top rope or whatever it was, and she tried to do, like, the leg drop, she, like, hit her elbow. She didn't even have the right leg out. I was like...
It looked bad. And then
dude,
the
figure
four.
The figure four. I think she was supposed to kick Charlotte, like people generally do. And Charlotte had to stop and hold the rope. And then she turned around the other way, and Lacey hit her, and then she hit the back of her head on the turnbuckle. I was like, bro, I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. That was just terrible. Terrible. Honestly, bro, I feel like if Lacey can't have a good match with Charlotte,
Well, one of the issues you have is, again, if you're not used, you don't wrestle, and then you're thrown out in the spotlight. Coming up, being on NXT and being on, smaller shows is a lot different than being in front of a lot more people and knowing you're going to be on TV. People handle it differently.
Yeah.
And so, they needed to, with Lacey, they needed to bring her in slowly. But again, they don't work anybody in. They don't, the men's division, they don't work anybody in. The whole thing, the way they do all of this right now, I don't get. It's like,
honestly,
there's no build-up of anything. There's no working into anything. And it's, here, we're going to throw you out there, and this is what's going to happen.
I think that Lacey should have stayed in NXT for a little longer before bringing her up, because there was several months of her legit walking up and down the ramp where she could have been down in NXT, working on NXT TV, working on her skills, working on this and that, but they had her on TV walking up and down the ramp.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is if you're
she
not
could have been down in NXT for a lot longer than she was, and I think it would have helped her.
I agree.
She was brought up too early.
Yep.
That's the facts, people. And she's not good in the ring because of it. Because she wasn't in NXT long enough.
So the thing is, as much as people want to blame Lacey, I think you need to blame the higher-ups in WWE for all of that, because you have to develop the stars and get them to work.
And if they're not star quality yet, you keep working with them, and you don't put them on live television where everybody's going to go, my God, what did I just watch? That was hideous.
Yeah.
I have never seen a worse match in my life. You don't do that to a person, okay? It's embarrassing.
Like I said, we can blame Lacey, but a lot of it, I think, is the higher-ups at WWE, probably more
Pie gravy. That was the worst
probably Vince, but
stinking match I've ever seen in my life. Charlotte never has bad matches, and that was terrible.
So we did say Alexa gets the win, right?
Yeah, Alexa got the win. So she's the number one contender for Bayley's SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, where I see this going, Bayley is no longer going to be the Women's Champion come Stomping Grounds, because Alexa's going to win. Alexa is going to take the, she's tall and blonde. Vince thought he could sneak her in. Alexa's going to win the championship at Stomping Grounds. This is what's going to happen. Not a doubt in my mind that Bayley's still going to be champion. I'd love for Bayley to still be champ, but it's not going to happen.
No, I don't think so.
They're going to have Alexa bring the championship back to Raw. And what I think I could see happening with where they have built up the Becky and Alexa thing over the last couple weeks, where they've kind of had some friction and they don't get along and this, that, and the other thing, I think they could go in that direction and then have Becky go for the SmackDown Women's Championship again on Alexa and win it back, and then she becomes Becky Two Belts again. And then it's a matter of who's going to take it off her next. That's what I think they could do.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think they're going to put the belts back on her. I feel like they took them off of her like really fast. It was a month after she won them is when they took the one off, put it on Charlotte, then Bayley cashed in, Bayley won it. But now from there, I think Bayley's going to get the belt taken off of her, Alexa's going to win it, and then Becky's going to win it back. It's the triangle.
Yeah.
It's what's going to happen. That's what I see happening, is it's going to be, Becky's going to be Becky Two Belts again.
I could see it happening.
Gotta sell that merch somehow. You know?
Well, I could definitely see it happen. I mean, it's, it wouldn't shock me if it happened.
Then Charlotte will probably take it off her again. Because, they're trying to have her beat her dad's record of, 16-time world champion.
Well, whatever
She's
they
at
do,
9
again,
right now.
you can't. Again, you have to have. I think that here's the issue: make one belt. There's no crossover stuff. The way they're doing this right now, I don't like. I think they should go to one belt in the men's division, one belt in the women's division, because they have too many people that don't get seen. They don't wrestle. They don't do anything. Obvious by the 24/7 thing where you have 900 people chasing after R-Truth, which, again, I like the whole idea behind the 24/7 belt because it adds something to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have so many wrestlers that don't get used.
And it really shows.
And you got about 10 wrestlers that are getting used. Your tag titles are non-existent.
Wow, the tag champs weren't even on there tonight.
Are they ever?
They were on last week because they were going to do the Otis and Tucker thing. And Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Because it looks like they're going to have a match probably at Stomping Grounds because Daniel Bryan's not going to Saudi, so they weren't going to do that there.
Well, when you get a tag title...
Otis and Tucker will probably be in the Battle Royal.
What does a tag title mean? Nothing. Because you don't ever see him.
Yeah,
I agree.
Unify both belts.
Unify the tag team belts. Unify the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship. And then that eliminates some belts that aren't necessary.
Yeah. So, then we have a Lars Sullivan interview. He speaks. Lars Sullivan speaks.
Yes.
And he's like, I've been called a freak my whole life. It's just facts. And on Friday, I'm going to squish the Lucha House Party. I'm going to kill them, and I'm going to paint a picture with their bodily fluids. Not just, blood. He had to specify bodily fluids.
Yeah.
Not just, great picture there.
Yes.
Lars got boring chants. Yeah.
I
don't think it was a bad promo. Like, for the first time for him cutting a promo, ever, on TV, it wasn't a bad promo. I feel like it's just weird because, I don't know. He just doesn't cut promos. He doesn't seem like he should be the type of character to cut promos. It's like The Undertaker cutting promo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where he's like, his character speaks for itself.
Well, he almost needs, a manager to come out and do his talking for him, and then he just stands there and looks
Well,
tough.
one of the reasons that WWE...
Brock Lesnar.
One of the reasons that WWE in the first place didn't want him cutting promos is because he has a lisp.
Well, here's a thought. What if... the Paul Heyman Brock Lesnar thing is kind of seems like it's on rocky ground.
I feel like you're the only one that sees that because I really don't. I don't see that them being like. I mean, I guess I get what you're saying where they're kind of like Paul Heyman is like, Brock, you're gonna cash in, and he's like, no, I'm not. Friday. And he's like,
it's not just about that, It's about the contracts. It's like when he read the contract, he turned around and hit Paul Heyman up the head with it, upside the head. So I could see a split happening. I mean,
I see what you're saying. I don't look at it that way.
Does this lead to, Lars could use a manager to do the talking for him?
They got to keep Paul Heyman somewhere. I saw that Paul Heyman might be taking over as one of the lead writers on SmackDown because Road Dogg left to go down to NXT.
Well, does it matter who the lead writer is on SmackDown? Why would anybody take that job?
I don't know.
Based
Maybe
on,
Paul Heyman would
reports
make
that
it
are
better.
out there, everything goes through Vince, and so anything you say is going to go through Vince anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Maybe, I was just thinking maybe Paul Heyman could make it better because he, ran ECW and stuff, so,
Yeah, who knows. So then we have Andrade versus Apollo Crews.
Which didn't actually happen. It ended up ending with Andrade attacking Apollo before the match. When did Matt Hardy become a jobber chasing R-Truth? I asked that same question, okay? Because I was, looking and I was like, okay, so I see Drake Maverick, EC3.
Well, let me tell you a story, Liza.
Cedric Alexander.
How much has he been on TV?
Not very much since he...
Exactly.
Not
so
at all since his brother went in for injury.
Yes. So it seems like anybody that is not on TV, is not one of the main storylines, is not one of the top 10, they end up chasing around R-Truth looking for that title.
Hashtag we want justice for Carmella.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Get that trending on Twitter. We want
So,
justice for Carmella.
I don't know. Again, people not being used. They could probably do something with Matt Hardy right now that.
I thought he was going to be one of the first feuds for Lars, because that's kind of where it looked like they were going after Jeff was injured, and they were kind of blaming Lars for injuring Jeff. And so that's what I thought they were going to do. But then they put, Lars with the stupid Lucha House Party, and so...
Yeah, again, I don't... Who knows? I don't know. I don't know why they do sometimes, do some of the things they do sometimes, because it just seems like Matt Hardy would be... going after an Intercontinental title, U.S. title, something like that.
I mean, because he was, it just makes no sense, because he was, such a big deal, and you'd think that you'd want him to, but apparently not, because we're stupid,
definitely.
So, whatever. So Andrade versus Apollo Crews never happened, because Andrade attacked Apollo before the match started, and then Finn, who we haven't seen in weeks, comes out, and he, attacks Andrade, but then Andrade...
Why Buddy Murphy hasn't debuted yet?
I don't have an answer for you, because I don't know, because I'm still waiting for it. I'm a Buddy Murphy fan, bro. I'm a Buddy Murphy fan, okay? Now where is Buddy Murphy?
Again,
in Oblivion? He's on Twitter. I know I can find him there. But that's about it.
It's one of these call-ups that, if you get called up to the main roster, do you have the nerve to go, well, I would love to be on the main roster, but I think I'll stay in NXT.
I think I'm going to turn it down because, unfortunately, I just don't feel it's in my best interest.
Yeah. Or even Live 205. Well, I'll stay because I'm going to do Live 205. I understand that there's not, all these people watching, but at least somebody's watching me wrestle. And if I go to the main roster, all they're going to see me doing is chasing R-Truth around for the 24/7 title.
I'm shocked Buddy Murphy isn't chasing around the 24/7 championship.
Yeah, it's...
Because, Cedric Alexander is, and he was moved up, and then, he's like the main event champion. That's what he's declaring himself, because he's on main event every week.
Yeah,
And so he's like, I have decided that I am the champion of main event. That's my championship belt. I am going to defend it, and I'm awesome. So,
Yeah.
So
that's kind of where, I don't like what WWE does. They could do so much more with so many more wrestlers. They just
choose not to.
Don't do it. Especially when you have 5 hours of show a week. You could do so much more, especially since they have this crossover thing. Eliminate the crossover. Don't worry about any of that. You're not going to have it anyway. So,
Alexa Bliss broke up with him. Maybe Vince is not like Buddy. That's funny.
So I, use more wrestlers in more than just chasing around R-Truth. I mean,
as much as we love it.
Yeah, you could do so much more with it. So then we have Goldberg.
Wild card rule is the problem.
I would just drop the wild card rule and say,
don't
okay,
even call it.
It's a crossover. I mean, just call it WWE, and then you just have the two shows. It doesn't matter what show. You're not linked to one show.
He'll call up Tony Storm, let her feud with Becky. I would love that.
James.
It would be awesome. It's just.
Would love to see it.
I feel like Vince could trash.
But.
Possibly.
I don't think that it'll happen just because it seems like. I don't know. They don't know how to use the talent they have.
Yeah. Dude. Okay, so real quick. I'm looking on Twitter. Eric Bugenhagen got renamed. Rick Buges.
What?
He's now known as Rick Buges.
Hey, we're big Eric Bugenhagen fans if you haven't seen him.
What? What does that even mean?
Who knows that? But I've never seen him. I've only seen him once on NXT.
Exactly, so. And then he got renamed. I'm still calling him Eric Bugenhagen. Sorry, people.
Yeah, dude.
It's Eric Bugenhagen. That's his name. Sorry.
So Goldberg comes out.
Okay, so honestly, if I'm being honest here, I was totally like, this match would have been cool, like, a while ago, but not cool now. And then after watching this promo segment, I was kind of like, you know what? This is going to be cool. This is going to be a cool match.
I thought it'd be a cool match anyway.
I didn't think it was gonna be a cool match, but like, I was like,
Yesterday and today.
you know,
That was the build-up for Goldberg versus Taker.
I was like, you know, it's just two 50-year-old guys wrestling. It's not gonna be very much fun.
I
and
told
then-
you, if
and
they're
then-
in shape, it doesn't matter. They're
and
not
then,
the high-flying stars of today.
Like, after watching the promo thing and, like, so Goldberg comes out and he's like, I've been waiting 20 years to see what it's like to be in the ring with The Undertaker. He says, on Friday, you will be fighting Goldberg, the icon, not the family man, like you asked. And then the room goes dark. And the bells ring. Undertaker's bells. Dong! It goes dark. Lights come back on. Undertaker's in the ring. He's standing behind him. I was like, oh, dude, it's about to go down. He's going to, like, choke slam him or pile drive him or something. And then he didn't. And it was just, like, the stare down. And I was like, I'm excited for this match.
Here's the thing. This match has been promoted for 2 days, right? As far as you know, them coming out and talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This has a better storyline than probably 90 to 95% of what happens in WWE right now.
I'm kind of, like, really excited to see this match. Honestly, it's the first time it's ever happening. They did it was just short, sweet, simple, to the point, where it was like, they legit just had a stare down in the ring, and it was, like, so, like, oh my god.
Well, am I wrong? Those of you that are in chat, am I wrong? This is probably, just in the 2 days they've done this is probably a better story than 90 to 95% of what they do in WWE right now.
Yeah. Goldberg versus Taker in 4 minutes.
It might happen.
It might be a short match. Goldberg versus Taker going to burn down the house.
The age,
I think it'll be like the last
thing,
match.
as long as you're in shape, and with these two guys where they're not high flying, you know, flip around and everything else.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, it could be an interesting match. You know, if they were 60, as long as they're in good shape, I think it'd be an interesting match.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
Oh,
honestly.
definitely better than Shane versus Roman.
I think anything on the card will be better than Shane versus Roman.
Hey, that's cool, James.
Yeah, that's like Soup's cool. Meet Goldberg.
Yeah.
It's like bucket list thing.
Yeah.
Meet Goldberg.
Do we consider it's one of the best?
Yeah, I mean it is. There are like some guys that like now that are like they have really cool.
I love his
entrances.
character.
I love his character too. I've always loved the Undertaker, like from like when he debuted and stuff, like at Survivor Series. I was like, this dude's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's the whole character. You know, his whole character is awesome.
It's really cool. It's super cool. Now when we're talking about Taker's entrance yesterday, it was super rushed. Super rushed.
Yeah.
His entrance generally takes like 5 minutes. There were
definitely.
5 minutes. They gave Goldberg more time tonight than they did yesterday for Undertaker.
Yeah.
They legit cut his promo off halfway through it because, okay, so when the show ended, it was like 10 o'clock, and Taker came out, he finished his promo, and he was like, "You're next," and then it was over, but today, the thing was, they showed the clip, and it was, "You're next, Goldberg, you will rest in peace." We didn't get that ending bit on television because you only gave him 5 minutes to come out and do his entrance, which took like 3 minutes, and then get in the ring, which took like a minute, and then you give him a minute to cut his promo, which was like actually like a 3-minute promo. And so like, people, give the man more time.
Again, but see, part of it is the storylines being created, and the Undertaker's entrance is part of the storyline. You know, it's slow, methodical.
You have to give time for it. They didn't give him much time.
Or like tonight, where you know the lights go out and all of a
it was
sudden
like
he's in the ring.
dong, and then he was there, and it was like,
I mean,
oh, that's
so
cool.
you know, it's like I said, this was probably a better storyline than 90 to 95% of the stuff that's happening in WWE right now.
I'm excited to see it. Like, it's gonna be cool. Then they stared down. And
So
that was it.
that was the end of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now we will give our predictions for
Super ShowDown. You always say the wrong thing. I really liked that gimmick.
I like the gimmick, but I like
I like the original Taker too.
the dark side. You know,
I like
Undertaker. I
I didn't like the Dark Ministry Undertaker.
No.
Cause he had like the cape thing, and he like took Stephanie hostage. I was like, I didn't like that one.
Yes, the Randy Triple H promo was cool. We liked that one too.
It was like they're
definitely
so
liked it.
good at what they do. It didn't have to be very long.
But think about this: these are wrestlers that have been around forever, and look at what they did just in
2 days.
2 days. Well, Randy and Triple H were
That
just
was
yesterday. They drew up probably more interest in their match
than
a lot of the stuff that's happening.
anything else.
Just because, you know, it's they know what they're doing. They know how to do it. And so, you know, I would love to see more of that type of thing going on in WWE.
Yeah, it would be nice, you know, to
He's
have.
dead. I'm pretty sure Paul Bearer's dead.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
It's dead. He died in 2013.
If he comes back and is on the show, I'm going to
12?
freak out.
Somebody else who I haven't seen in a long time who's, you know, related to The Undertaker, Kane. We haven't seen Kane, but he's, you know, governing places. So, you know, I don't expect to see him back anytime soon, but, you know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. So
we'll give our predictions here for Super ShowDown.
yeah, yeah.
First match we have is Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Yeah, that's the first one that I have written down. That'll
Again,
probably be the last
we
match.
just talked about this.
So, actually, in the order that I have them written down, it's probably going to be the opposite order, so should we start from the bottom up?
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll start with what we think is going to be last.
Undertaker Goldberg. Yeah, it's a tough choice.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hello, Bendy Boy Gaming.
What up,
How you doing?
Bendy? How you doing?
I would say take Undertaker.
I don't know, man. I feel like they could put Taker over, though. Because, like, he's, you know, he's The Undertaker. But I also feel like Goldberg...
If any of you in chat want to, like,
Yeah, you can give us your predictions,
Give
too.
us your prediction. We'll write it down and we'll keep track.
Yeah, because we do our, like, championship belt, if you're new here. We do a championship belt. I'm currently the champion. I don't have my belt with me because I left it upstairs. But we have a belt, and we do...
James is taking Goldberg, so...
All right, cool. I'll write that down in 1 second. So we do our belt, and the winner... I retained it last week at TakeOver because I'm cool and
All right.
smart.
Export has
DQ finish.
DQ finish.
Okay, so you are going with...
You want me to type or are you going to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
You got Taker.
Yeah, I got Taker.
I'm going to go with Goldberg.
All right, Goldberg.
I'm going to go with Goldberg.
So export
Export. All right.
as a DQ finish.
DQ finish.
James has Goldberg. And Elijah has Taker.
Taker. All right, sounds good.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, man, I don't even know who's in the 50-man battle royal. Like, they don't even have it, like, announced. I know Elias is in there.
It's going to be everybody that's chasing around R-Truth.
Oh, boy, I don't even know, man. Because that would be a hard one.
Yeah.
That's a hard one to pick. Battle royals are always really hard.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like Royal Rumble is easier.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, for a championship opportunity.
Yeah.
But, like...
Yeah, it's tougher to pick.
It's hard.
All right. So then we have Triple H versus Randy Orton. Again, the promo they put out was awesome. The whole idea behind it was awesome. What they did was awesome.
Yeah.
In just the 10 minutes or whatever they were on, they drew more interest probably for the match than a lot of the matches that we have in WWE currently.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Randy Orton.
I am gonna take... I'm gonna go with Triple H.
Triple H, huh? Elijah took Randy.
All right.
Export took Triple H.
I think Triple H just makes no sense. He beat Batista. He's gonna beat Randy.
Gotta pick James. James is taking Randy.
Oh boy.
Good choice, James.
Oh boy.
Good job.
All right.
Then we have our next match, which is Shane versus Roman.
No way that this is gonna be the third to last match. No way. But it's Shane, so they could do that. Because that's
They might have it be the main event.
Dear God, please
Shane.
don't.
Shane versus Roman. Roman is gonna destroy him.
I agree, 100%. Roman he has to. If he doesn't, it's gonna be stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Elijah has Roman.
Yeah, Roman. Everybody's answer better be Roman, because if anybody says Shane,
Export's gonna have outside interference. Watch.
By Drew.
Yeah.
That could happen. I could see that happening. I could totally see that happening. Not gonna lie. I could see that happening.
James has Roman.
Roman. All right. Smart people.
Good choice. Good choices.
Good choices.
See, Export's thinking, what am I going to do here?
Trying to figure out, it's the best logical way this match is going to go. I don't know. Excuse me.
After that match, I don't want to see Shane.
All right. Never see Shane again. Never see Shane again.
So
Roman
I think he's hoping that Roman kills
win.
Shane, is what he's saying.
Okay, never see Shane again. Roman must win. That's what I wrote down. Okay. I.e. kill Shane. Got it.
Next match, Seth versus Corbin.
Seth is walking out with the Universal Championship. They're not putting it on Corbin.
Yes, I would agree.
No way. That'd be stupid if they did. A lot of things WWE could do could be really stupid.
Yeah.
I just really don't like Corbin.
I don't either.
I just don't like him. Okay, he's a good heel. I'll give him that. I just don't like him.
No, I don't like him either.
Seth, curb stomp. Yes. Seth.
I could, what if Corbin wins and then Brock?
I should have picked Shane.
You should have picked Shane. What if? Here's the question: what if Corbin wins and then Brock cashes in on Corbin?
Awful.
That would get him over,
Seth
though.
wins, then loses to Brock. All right. I could see that happening. Braun. I don't know why I said Braun.
James has Seth.
What's his face?
I'm gonna change my pick.
I forget his name. Baron Corbin.
Yes. I'm gonna change my pick. I'm gonna go with Corbin.
And then you're gonna be wrong.
And then Brock cashes in on Corbin and gets a big push, and everybody loves him for it.
Because we hate Corbin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I could see that happening. So then we have Kofi versus Dolph. I think Kofi is walking out with the title.
Yes.
But I think there could be a Brock cash-in.
All right, so make that note.
Kofi?
With the Brock cash-in.
Brock cash.
I'm going to take Kofi.
With or without a cash-in?
Well, I've already done the cash-in, remember? I switched my pick up top.
I forgot. Well, darn. If you put cash-in on both, then, you have a 50-50 chance of winning.
I've got my cash-in already. After Corbin upsets Seth.
Everybody.
And everybody really hates him then. And
no
then
lie.
Brock comes in and saves the day and becomes a superhero.
I probably would scream at the TV, though, if Corbin did win. But then I would be cheering. Dolph ain't winning for sure.
So does that mean you're picking Kofi or you're picking a DQ? Elijah picked Dolph by DQ.
DQ. Got it. DQ. Got it. Got it. Dolph ain't winning for sure. Yeah. Ooh. I don't think he's winning either.
We're waiting for James.
It doesn't help.
Kofi, but Brock. All right, so there it is. James has Brock.
Kofi.
All right, so both Export and James pick Kofi, and James says that Brock will cash in.
I said the same thing.
I like my story better.
Kofi, Brock cash in. Kofi, Brock cash in. Smart people.
Then we have Andrade versus Finn.
I am gonna go with my heart and not my head because I don't know. I don't know. I just want Andrade to be the IC champion.
Okay.
So I'm going with Andrade.
I could see that. That'd be cool.
Andrade.
I think I'll take Andrade too.
Yeah, boy. Andrade.
Although
it's your boy. Andrade.
So isn't it gonna be Demon Finn Balor?
Yeah. Oh. Wait.
I'm gonna go with Finn. Change my mind. Just because of that. They can't have him lose as Demon Finn Balor.
I'm gonna agree.
Elijah says Finn.
I didn't think about that. I didn't even write that down that he's Demon Finn Balor because yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. And if he doesn't win, I'm gonna be a little upset that I didn't stick with Andrade in the first place because I was like, I really want to see Andrade as the IC champion. Okay.
James says Finn the Demon.
All right, so I think everybody here is kind of unanimous.
And Export had the same thought as I did.
All right.
If it's Demon Finn Balor, then he wins.
Yeah.
I think if it was just Finn, I think he loses.
Well, he got beat down tonight, and he was just Finn.
That's what I'm saying. I think if it was just Finn, I think he loses.
Yeah. I agree. I was going to go with Andrade at first.
Braun versus Lashley.
Not in an arm wrestling match this time.
I'm going to
say Braun.
I'm going to take Braun.
Smart.
I don't see him losing to Lashley.
I feel like he can.
Although I could see someone helping out Lashley.
Oh boy, I wonder who that could be.
Theo Rush. No, I'm just kidding.
Just imagine that though.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. Like,
Export has Braun.
Okay.
Elijah has Braun.
Braun. I think everybody here is gonna go with Braun once again because.
And James took Braun.
Awesome! Wow. Well then, if we're all wrong, we're all wrong.
Well, usually if we're all wrong, we're all wrong.
Well, we all
no
think
doubt about that. If we're all wrong, we are all wrong.
All right, so now we get on to the main event of the show. Lars Sullivan versus Lucha House Party. This is 100% in my mind the main event of this pay-per-view. Not a doubt. I can't even say that with a straight face.
I know.
This is the main event. Like, it has to be. There's no other way you can put this match on the card except at the main event.
Yeah, definitely.
Or how about we just take it off the card entirely? That would be the only thing better.
Only because we've seen it 15 times.
Oh boy, I don't even know, man.
I'm taking Lucha House Party.
Logical choice would be Lars here because I think he could demolish them. But Lucha House Party, I mean, there's 3 of them, and they kind of put up a fight on Monday.
Well, he's already destroyed them.
Multiple times.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Lucha House Party.
Okay.
I think it's just too obvious.
LHP.
Lars for a push. Elijah says Lars. Lars, not large.
Or large. Whatever. Lars. Got it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Can't decide, can you?
No.
Considering they've had this match 19 times.
I'm like, I just don't know which way it's going to go. Because it could go the way it did the first time.
Export says Lars.
Could go the way it went the second time. Or it could go the way it went the third time that we saw this. Or maybe it doesn't happen at all.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, who knows?
James is smart.
Lucha House Party.
Good choice, James.
Alright, I'm the only one to make it. Okay, we're half and half. I think I'm going to go with Lucha House Party too. Because I feel like it does make a lot of sense. Because...
I think what happens is Lucha House Party wins. And then Lars Sullivan destroys them.
Okay, we're going to write that down then. Then, after Lars destroys them. Got it.
Then we have the last match, the 50-man Battle Royal.
I don't even know who's in this.
I have no clue either.
All right, everybody just pick somebody.
Yes.
Because I don't have a clue.
Just pick
I know
somebody,
Elias is in there.
Yeah.
By roll-up, maybe? Yeah. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Or all three of them, like, get on top of him and try to keep him down.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that happen before. You know, the War Raiders seem to like to do that.
Yeah.
They, like, do the double pin.
And obviously it's legal.
Apparently it's legal. I mean, they're, like, over there, like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. All right.
50-man Battle Royal, I'm going to take EC3.
I knew you were going to do that. EC3.
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder. Okay. I feel like he's a good choice. He was just one-time 24/7 champion. I feel like R-Truth is going to be put in this match.
Titus because of what he did in the last Royal.
It was so funny.
All right, there we got Titus.
He tripped. If you've never seen that before, dude. Oh, he tripped.
James is taking Truth.
I feel like...
Is he going to be in it?
I feel like he could be, though.
Then
everybody try and pin him?
That's what I was going to say. Everybody's going to be trying to pin him.
Everybody's going to try and pin him, but I feel like maybe...
Truth will not win it. Here's why.
I feel like he could throw himself over the top rope.
I was going to say, Truth will throw himself over the top rope before...
And then do other people throw themselves over the ropes trying to get him? To get the championship? Is Drake Maverick going to be in this match and he throws himself over it and then he wins the title? I mean, come on. There's about 1 million ways this could go.
Yeah.
Or 50.
There's
about 50 ways this could go.
Or 1 million. Because they're going to have 1 million wrestlers in the ring at once.
Well, I mean, they are.
I don't know. There's so many choices you can make off of this, which makes
Truth is a good
it
choice.
tough. This is the interesting one.
I'm going to say...
James changed his mind.
Mojo.
Good job, James.
Mojo.
We talk you out of Truth,
The
huh?
Mojo.
You let us talk you out of Truth. James, if you haven't learned anything watching our show, stick with your first thought.
Yeah. I have learned that many a times. I almost lost my belt last time, okay? Almost. Because I didn't make the right predictions. Because I changed my mind. But then again, changing my pick from Matt Riddle to from Roderick Strong to Matt Riddle, it did help me in the long run.
Well, it did.
Because
yeah.
I won.
Yeah.
You know what? So there has been rumors about some NXT call-ups. I'm going to go with good old the bro. I'm going to go with Matt Riddle because there's been talk about him being in this match, and it could be fun.
Could be.
Matt Riddle, that's my pick.
Could be.
He might not even be in the match at all.
Could be interesting.
But we're going to say Matt Riddle.
All right. There we have our predictions. We will...
Well, we have everybody's predictions. So now,
Sheamus is injured, actually.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
And they're not sure, from what I read, they're not sure if he'll ever be back.
Yeah.
I mean, his injury, whatever the injury is, I don't remember what it was, but his injury is bad enough that they were talking like it could be like career ending.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Cesaro and Ricochet, that's another good one. Those are two other guys who I'm assuming are going to be in the Battle Royal.
Well, can Ricochet go because of all his tattoos?
I don't know.
I mean, some of these guys you have to eliminate just because of... Yeah, that's what I thought it was. See, James says he actually won.
Stop. No, you didn't. I have it written down, okay?
We are working on...
I have it written down, people.
Okay.
So actually, we were tied. It's a 3-way tie between you, me, and Colin from Twitter, who will actually, so says him, he will be in the chat on Friday when we're recapping the show, and it will all come down to this, okay? So you have to promise me, neck injury. That's what Expert said.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. You have to promise me, everybody that's in the chat right now, you have to promise that you will come in because you have to get your predictions and actually see if anybody beat me because I'm unbeatable, bro. I'm unbeatable.
Except for our first picks the first time we did it because I beat you.
Well, because you beat me, but that was the deciding.
So the unbeatable is gone. Can I change my mind again? All right, James, what are you going to change your mind to this time?
What are you going to change your mind? What match? Where are we going?
You're lucky we didn't go off the air because you can still change your mind.
You know, you can always tweet me. That's how I talk to Colin and get his predictions, and I'll write those down too. So then, we all have something in there, and then it's written down, and you can't after we're done here, unless you contact me on Twitter. That's it. You got your picks in, and we see who wins. No ifs, ands, or buts.
All right, James, who you changing?
Bring it.
For those of you that have just joined our channel, we've talked about if we get enough people, and by enough people, I'm looking at probably 100 subscribers, which I know we're still a long ways away from.
Not that far. We're almost to 50.
Yeah, we're working our way up.
Yeah, so that means share this with your friends. And
that
stuff
we would do a custom. I'd have a custom belt made.
Yeah.
And we do a year-long running thing, and you could win the belt by having the best predictions for pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm. We'll keep tally.
But that's down the road, and if we get enough subscribers and everything, so, we're still a ways off with that, but something we're talking about. I will be here. Just send a link.
Battle Royal Ricochet. Got it. I'll change that.
Look, you talked him out of it's twice.
We talked him
James,
out of truth.
we have now talked you out of people twice.
Now he's going with Ricochet. All right.
Good job, James.
Now watch, he'll be the one that's right. Ricochet will win the Battle Royal, and we'll be like, man. Or it'll be his first pick, and Truth will be the one who wins.
Yeah. James is going to mess it all up. James, and then he's always going to go, look, I had the right pick. I think he's going to pick 75 wrestlers before it's done and go, yeah, look, I had the right pick.
I just changed it, guys. I was right. It was there on paper, and then I changed it. I can't believe it. I will also share. Thanks so much.
Cool.
We appreciate it.
With that, make sure for those of you, if you've come in here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell button so you know when we go live.
Notified every time we go live. We'll be back tomorrow with our NXT recap.
Yep. NXT recap tomorrow.
NXT UK.
Friday. Sometime Friday, probably Friday evening.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing the show's going to run about 4 hours long.
Probably. There's 6 or 7 matches, so. It starts at 2 o'clock for us, so it'll probably be over 5, 6-ish.
Yeah, so
that's generally how WWE.
We will probably be up a little earlier than normal on Friday than we normally are. Probably 7 or 8 o'clock our time, which is Central Time. Mm-hmm. So hope to see you guys there.
Yes. We totally enjoy everybody who comes in the chat.
Yes, everybody comes
in. You guys
awesome.
Don't even understand it. It's so much fun. Just talking to everybody about wrestling.
It is.
It's so much fun. And then you guys, get to do fun things like make your predictions and see if you win the championship belt that's, on the screen.
Yes.
Our reigning defending champion, such and so.
Yeah.
There might be a new champion on Friday.
Could be.
We'll have to
Elijah
see.
James, Export, Bendy Boy Gaming. Thank all of you for coming in and chatting. It's awesome. It makes everything go a lot easier. It makes everything awesome for us.
It does.
So
I hope I don't miss the next stream.
We will be back tomorrow night with NXT recap.
Yeah.
Friday night, as we said, we will recap what happened at Super ShowDown.
So
with
until
that,
then,
we will see you tomorrow night. Peace out.